How many times haven't you heard somebody saying that if I had funding, I would make it big? Now, here's a company with $450 million in investment and not just the first mover advantage in the product, but in the entire category, having created the category with a valuation of close to $800 million. In January of 2025, it collapsed. Dunzo. What happened? And so here are three reasons which you will not really get to know from anywhere else. Number one, in fact, Dunzo was one of my heroes in my book, The Golden Ladder, in terms of how they created the perfect business. Now, the reason number one is forgetting the fact that you are not in the right business. And here's the thing, whenever someone creates a business based on product, features and benefits and attributes which can be compared with somebody else, the customer will always win, and there will be someone else creating the better stuff than you. So if you do not want to be compared, and if you want to leave a legacy in the business that you're in, you need to create a business that is beyond the levels of comparison. And what is it? The only thing that is above the level of comparison is emotion. The love that you have for your parent will never be compared to the love that someone else has towards his parents. Whether it's millennials, whether it's Gen Z, whether it's Alpha, or whether it's the baby boomers, the emotion has been constant through the centuries. And Dunzo got it right. Especially during COVID, they recognized that they are not really in the business of delivering a product from one place to another, but they are in the business of trust. During COVID especially, people trusted them with something important. And that they gained heavily, and they really took off in terms of the emotional business that they were in. But soon come all these hyper rapid quick commerce platforms, and suddenly Dunzo had lost the plot. They suddenly thought they wanted to be in the same business, and they started comparing themselves in terms of their features and their benefits. And that's it, and that was the beginning of disaster. So from an emotion-based business, which has created and made select companies right for centuries, they shifted into the product-based business. That is the first mistake. The second, this was again a mantra in my book which talks about funding. Whenever somebody, a founder, submits himself to an investor who's multiple times stronger than you, he is staring at the road of disaster. Because the objectives that a VC has normally is in conflict with the founders, because they have an ROI at the highest level in the shortest period of time, while you may have a different kind of vision. And stitch it with an investor who is like Reliance, who comes in with $200 million and is so big, you have no chance in hell. And so that was the second mistake of being subservient to a very, very powerful investor. And last, this is something that mothers have always told us as we grew up, the power of humility. Dunzo was always at the top when it came to interacting with customers, reverting back, etc. I've had great personal experience, but I saw it shift completely, heavily. Suddenly there was a time when the top management would just not even respond to me or even acknowledge any of my mails or anything like that. And then you knew that something dangerous is going to happen to these guys. And that is arrogance. So these are the three things that pulled Dunzo down. Number one, shifting from an emotional business which is constant and which can leave a legacy to a product-based business which can be overcome by someone else at some point of time, irrespective of how great your product or how fantastic your technology is. Unless you're an emotional business, you cannot survive. Second, submitting somebody or a founder to that of an investor who is so powerful will always lead you to the pit of disaster. And number three, never ever underestimate the power of humility. So if you are a founder, if you are running a company, recognize these three important things that you need to be aware of if you want to keep your business flying for a long, long time.